We've got big Hufflepuff energy going on today. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke and you look lovely today. Today, I'm gonna be going over my WitchAthon TBR. If you haven't heard about it, the WitchAthon Readathon is taking place this quarter season from October 24th to October 31st. It's a week-long readathon. I will link the Twitter down below. I'm really excited about it because I've really been feeling the witchy vibes and the witchy reads, and I have way too many books on this TBR that I'm going to accomplish in a week, but you know, it was exciting just to make the list, and who knows what will actually happen. I'm not going to read all of these. There are 7 challenges, and I have them here on my phone on the Twitters because I have not put my spread together yet. Yeah. I think it will be at the end of this video. I hope so, if I get it done tomorrow when I'm wanting to edit this video so I can put it up on the first day of the readathon. But I'm going to read them to you and then tell you what I'm going to read. Simple. So, challenge number 1. Samhain, which is the witch holiday that we are celebrating with this readathon, is a time for honoring your ancestors. So once again, pick a book that features your heritage. For this, I'm going to be reading Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I'm just like a whole bunch of kind of white people, as one is. And this book, one of my coworkers told me, who has read it, takes place in France. And I'm probably like a little bit of French. My last name is either French or German. We don't really know. So I'm gonna roll with this. This book is really big on BookTube right now, so you probably know what it's about. But it's about a witch who's hiding out from the other witches in a city full of witch hunters, and then she ends up being married to a witch hunter, but he doesn't know she's a witch. Challenge number 2 is This Sabbat is a time when the veil is thinnest. Pick a book that features communing with the dead, ghosts, or mediumship, or necromancy. For this, I'm going to be rereading The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I read this series like a hot minute ago, and I know that I really liked it, but I don't remember a ton from it, and I want to reread it since the Ronin trilogy is going to be releasing soon, at least the first book. And, you know, there is some almost dead ghosts at the beginning of this, and a ghost throughout it, but I'm not going to talk more about that because that's a spoiler, so I figured this counted. Again, The Raven Boys and The Raven Cycle is a pretty popular series on BookTube, so you've probably heard about this one, but it follows Blue, who has been told her whole life that she will be the reason her true love dies. She comes from a family of clairvoyant witches, although she's not clairvoyant. And once a year, she goes with her mom to the cemetery to see the spirits of the soon-to-be dead within the year. And for the first time, she actually sees someone. And they say you only see one if you're not a clairvoyant, if that person is your true love, or if you're the reason they're dead. Bom, bom, bom! Challenge number 3 is We are heading into the darkest part of the year. Sister, don't I know it. Pick a book that promises to be dark and twisted. Now, I don't have the book that I'm going to read for this yet, because I ordered it, but it will be here in time for the readathon. And that is The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. This book is about a town where children start to go missing, and there's an urban legend about a witch, and this girl is like, I bet you it's the witch, so I better find out. And you know, missing children and witches in the woods, dark and twisted. Challenge number 4 says, witches often make offerings to spirit guides or gods. Pick a book that involves a pantheon of deities. For this prompt, I've picked Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. This is about a girl in 1920s Mexico who accidentally unleashes the Mayan god of death, and she has to help him accomplish some goal. So, you know, there's a lot of gods in here. Also, she goes to the underworld, and at least one of the praises uses the word witch. So there's got to be some witches in here. Challenge number 5 says, dancing around the bonfire is a Samhain tradition. Pick a book that has fire on the cover. And this one I'm going to cheat like a little, just a little. I will be reading The Lantern's Ember by Colleen Houck. So there's some fireflies on here, fireflies, and the word ember, which is part of fire. So I think that counts. This is a very Halloween-y book. It is about a girl who's a witch, and she's hiding that she's a witch, and a boy who is guarding the entrance to the other world, and the witch is like determined to get in that ish, and he's like, no, but then she slips past him because I guess he's bad at his job, and then he has to go save her, or at least like prevent her from unleashing total chaos. It's also like a romance. So then challenge number 6 is Minnie celebrate the spot as Halloween and dress up. Post a picture of your costume and tag the readathon. So that's not a book. I kind of want to dress up like a witch and just pass out candy because I don't got any plans. Challenge number 7 is read our group pick, Gideon the Ninth by Tamsyn Muir. Again, I don't have this book because I ordered it with the other one, but it should be here in time for the readathon. I don't know a lot about Gideon the Ninth. I know that it's like a game book, and I'm into game books. And it's also like everyone says it's lesbian, necromancers, and space. I'm down for lesbians, I'm down for necromancers, I'm down for space. So, but then on top of that, because I cannot help myself, I have 3 more books, 2 middle grades and a novella. So, you know, like easy-ish books. The first one is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. This one I've been like so excited for so long, and I'm so glad to finally pick it up. It is about this village where the people think that the witch who lives in the woods is evil, and every year, or like every 10 years, every year, they sacrifice a baby to her in the woods. And so what she does is she just takes the baby and she takes it to the other side of the forest and gives it to another family. I don't know why families over there need so many babies, but apparently they do. And usually she feeds the baby starlight to kind of sustain them while she's making this journey. But then one time she accidentally feeds the baby moonlight instead of starlight and gives her magic powers. So she keeps that baby for herself and raises her. I also got the beautiful gift edition, which has this like gorgeous map in it, and your girl's all about gorgeous maps. Then I picked up Only the Stars Know Her Name, Salem's Lost Story of Tituba's Daughter by Amanda Marrone. Now, if you don't know, I know this because I took a class on the history of witch hunts in college, but if you don't know, Tituba is the first woman who was accused of witchcraft in the Salem situation. She was an Afro-Caribbean slave, and ultimately she did confess in an attempt to save herself. And so this story is an imagining of if she had a daughter and what happens after the Salem witch trials end and Tituba is released but then sold because she is a slave. I'm like so down for it. If you're not down for it, why are you here? Then for the novella, I'm gonna be reading Caroline's Heart by Chant, which is under 100 pages, so it should be doable. This is about a witch whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but Caroline was the love of her life and she died, and all she has left of Caroline is her clockwork heart, and she's trying very hard to complete this spell that's going to bring Caroline back to life. But then there's a cowboy, because I think this is like an Old West setting. I don't know. We can mix witches and cowboys if we want. Honestly, we can do whatever we want. And he gets grievously injured, and she has to decide between bringing Caroline back to life and saving him. So, also, I have heard that both of the main characters in this book are trans, and Chant himself is trans, so it's own voices, trans fantasy, and like, we're also down for that. So that's my WitchAthon TBR. We filmed this in 15 minutes. We're so proud.